Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A. I've never done one, but I asked on my Instagram and I've got some questions and I think it'll be interesting. Let's get into it. So the first question is age, studies and ambition. I just turned 20 years old on Tuesday, which is 16th of February. I am a third year student of media and communication, like bachelor's. I don't think so I have a particular ambition as such. There are the things that I do YouTube, both the channels, this one and the Malayalam one. Now I'm doing reels, college work. So I think my ambition is just to be doing the best that I can in everything that I'm doing, and obviously seeking new stuff as well. This one's really funny. I'm sure this is from my friend. How do you deal with all the paparazzis? Which is so funny because nobody does it except for my friends. Not all, like most of them, whenever they meet me, they'll be like tease me about YouTube and all these things. Next question is, what's your plan after graduation? And I'm sure this is from Mansi. Mansi, I'm gonna kill you. Way to put me on the spot. Okay, so after graduation, which is not very far away, I think I'll start working. I don't want to go for a master's anytime soon. I'll probably work in the field of media and communication because that's going to be my degree, but probably somewhere in marketing. This topic is like really close to my heart because growing up, one of my biggest fears used to be that I'll not know what I want to do, and I was terrified of the fact that I wouldn't know. And I think this is something that a lot of people struggle with, like my age. It also comes at the stage of 10th and then 12th and now the third year of college. Like, what is next? And it's so scary. It's not knowing what you want to do is a scary thing, and I think our schools also don't really help with that. They don't really try to help you find what you would probably like doing because all of the subjects are so like basic, and especially with the teachers that we have at our schools, most of them are super uninspiring. So that doesn't help either. And also I feel like for somebody like me, like, I don't have a particular talent that I'm really good at. For example, if somebody is good at acting or even wants to be an actor but is sort of average, then their struggle sort of starts from there, right? From zero, that they build up and they try to be the best that they can at it. Whereas if you don't even know what you want to do, it's like you're starting at minus 5 or minus 10, and that's where your struggle begins, and it's really scary. I don't know why more people don't talk about it, and I have a lot to say about this and how I sort of got over this fear a little bit. I'm at a better place, and I really want to talk about this, but I'm not sure which medium exactly, but I will talk about it soon. I also think that if you are scared and a little bit terrified of your future or what path you're gonna choose, I think it's completely fine and actually a little bit good because it shows that you care and you are ambitious, which is all good things. Your bucket list, any 5. This is tough. This one is tough. I know this sounds really cliche, but I want to travel a lot. I'm sure everybody already knows this, but I went for a Europe trip and it completely changed me. And it was such an incredible experience that I just want to repeat in as many ways as possible. And I want to travel to a lot of different places. I want to go to Bali. I want to travel the whole of Europe. I love Europe. I feel like every place in Europe has such a charm. So yeah, I want to travel a lot. I don't think so I have like bucket list items, but I feel like I have things that I would like to achieve. Like, I'd like to be financially independent and self-sufficient because I feel like that's one of the most important things ever, especially as a woman. And it's also something that I've seen around me, and it's also something that has been instilled in me by my parents, by looking at them as well. There's a mosquito here that has been roaming around and I cannot concentrate. I need to kill it. I killed it. I'll go wash my hands. Okay, there's one thing that I really want to do, but I don't want to jinx it and I don't want to like put it out there till I do it. So you guys hang on, keep following me. Favorite book of 2020? Oh, why you guys? These are such tough questions. How am I supposed to pick favorite books in a year? So I did a whole video about this. You can check that out. But if I have to choose, then I think I'll do it in categories-ish. One is digital minimalism. I think I've talked about it a lot on my different videos, so I'm not going to talk about it again. But that one, and another is an autobiography of an American Swami, which is called A Journey Home. It's written by Radhanath Swami. And I think these two books really changed my perspective on a lot of things, so I think they were one of my favorites. I really liked A Man Called Ove as well. Summer or winter? past or future, summer or winter, summer or winter, winter, I think for sure, because I like those months, you know, those end months of November, December. I love the vibe that's there in the air, like the lights and the festive spirit. Everybody's a little more chill because of the holidays. Sweet or salty? This is from Sanika, and I'm not sure if she's meaning like food or attitude in life. But if you're talking about food, I have a really funny video that I took of myself that I'll put right here.
Hi! I just had ice cream. Now I feel like having chips. And then I feel like having ice cream. Then I feel like having chips. Then I feel like having ice cream. Then I feel like having chips. Ice cream, chips. Ice cream, chips. Ice cream, chips!
Are you from Pune? Okay, I feel like this is a question that every time somebody asks me this, I have to explain a little bit because I don't feel like I am from a particular place. I've always felt like a little bit of, what's the word? Okay, I don't have a word for it, but yes, I was born in Nagar, which is commonly just called as Nagar, and it's like 3 hours away from Pune. That's where my childhood was. And then when I was in 5th grade, I went to a boarding school, a residential school called Sayadri, where I was for 6 years. And then after that I've shifted to Pune, and I've been here now for almost 5 years, I think. So yeah, that's like the brief explanation of where I am from. Are you single? Yes, I am. I am single. Hit me up. Don't hit me up. I mean, like, hit me up if you want, like maybe. Kurahat barkarar rakhna. Oh my god, thank you. So I've gotten this a little bit from people, like, you know, my smile and stuff. And every time somebody says it, I'm just like, oh my god, thank you. This is not a question, but since a few people have asked me about this, I just feel like I'll give my 2 cents about it. Everybody has something that pulls them down, or that is something that is wrong in their lives. And literally everybody has that. And I've had my fair bit of it. And I just feel like I kind of like choose to be happy and choose to smile, and you know what people see, like, you know, see me smiling. Anybody who's been through that phase of, I don't want to say depression, but you know, has been sad or has been really like down and been in bed and, you know, don't want to talk to people or whatever it is, has probably can kind of understand. I know it sounds the opposite, or it sounds weird, but that phase is almost addictive. Being sad is kind of addictive because it becomes so part of your narrative. It becomes who you are, and there's comfort in that because you know then that this is easy and this is me. Whereas if you choose to be happy and you keep striving for that, it is uncomfortable. You want to go back, and sometimes it feels awkward when you are like happy, or like, I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but I think if I'd have to just phrase it, is like a lot of times I've just chosen to be happy, and that can change a lot of things. But at the same time, I just want to say that I'm not saying that it's very easy or it's a piece of cake and I'm saying things in the air, and I'm not trying to undermine anybody's sadness or pain. I know it's all very, very real. I also read a really nice post, something along the lines of this, so you can read it. I'll put it here. How famous would you like to be? Okay, this I assume it comes from the YouTube Reels part of it. I don't think so. My aim is ever and was ever to be famous. I never looked at it like that. I don't know about famous, but I feel like I'd want to reach a point where I have an audience, either subscribers or followers, where if something has come out, some new thing has come out, maybe it's a movie, it's a new trend, or new something is going on, they'd want to see my opinion of it or hear my opinion of it. And I think that is what I'd be content with, like, you know, just having that sort of an audience or community is what more I'd like to call it. Yeah, I mean, that much is enough. I think this is the last question, and this is a lot more deeper. In what ways does fear hold you back? I mean, this can apply in lots of different areas of my life, but I think what comes to my mind right now is that something that I learned very recently, like the lesson of, is when I was younger, and even now to a certain extent, I used to feel like literally everybody is better than me. Like literally everybody is more cooler, more cooler, more cool, or like just better in every way. And I used to be intimidated by that. And it's not like I'm a very shy person socially. Like I can go up to people and talk, and you know, if I'm meeting somebody for the first time, I can hold a conversation and all of those things. But just like I feel like recently I've become more of a person where I really like myself. as well, and I don't think that everybody else is better. And I think it's one of the best feelings ever. Like, I know, again, it sounds so cliche, but just to like yourself and then eventually love yourself is such a nice feeling. But it doesn't mean that you're like perfect, you're still growing, but at the same time you like what you're becoming, right? So yeah, I don't know if that answers the question, but when I was younger, I used to just make it up in my head. Like, sometimes I didn't even talk to these people or know them personally, but in my head I just thought like they were much cooler, or they were things that they were not. And now that I've met them and actually know them, I realize that they're also just normal people. So yeah, that was the Q&A. I hope this was interesting. Let me know in the comment section if you thought this was good, and maybe if I should do more of videos like this, if you'd be interested. I'm curious. And yeah, if you enjoyed watching it, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you next time. Bye.